Hey there, welcome to our channel. Science inspires us to unravel the mysteries that surround us. Children, both younger and older, are always curious about nature and science. And this is one such subject that people love to learn and explore while putting their minds to the test and playing. If you are a stickler for collecting science facts, what you will read over the next few minutes will blow your mind. While you will be surprised by this information, it establishes beyond doubt the immense power of science. Without much ado then, let us begin on this fascinating journey and learn some fantastic science facts. 50% of the world's oxygen is produced by the sea. Our first thought may be the rainforest. But did you know half of the world's oxygen is actually produced by plankton, seaweed, and other ocean-based photosynthesis? The human stomach can dissolve razor blades. Acids are ranked on a scale of 0 to 14, with the lower the pH level, the stronger the acid. The human stomach is typically rated 1.0 to 2.0, meaning it is impeccably strong. Animals use the magnetic field to know where they are. According to the US Geological Survey, evidence suggests that some animals, including sea turtles, have the ability to sense the Earth's magnetic field and use this sense for navigation. There are more trees on the planet than stars in the solar system. According to experts from NASA, there are up to 400 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy, but the number of trees on Earth is estimated to be more than 3 trillion. One letter doesn't exist in the periodic table. If you have studied science in KS3, it is highly likely you will have come across the periodic table. It contains a large number of letters, or multiple letters associated with elements, but one letter in the alphabet doesn't feature, the letter J. Water can boil and freeze at the same time. What is known as triple point exists in science. It occurs when temperature and pressure are just right for 3 phases, gas, liquid, and solid, of a substance to coexist in thermodynamic equilibrium. Spacecraft are hurtling towards the edge of our solar system. The New Horizons probe, which already flew past Pluto, is traveling at speeds of 36,000 miles per hour. The SR-71 Blackbird, the fastest aircraft on Earth, travels at speeds of 2,700 miles per hour. If you spin a ball as you drop it, it will fly. The Magnus effect occurs as the air on the front side of the spinning object is going in the same direction as the spin. This means the ball is dragged outwards as well as downwards. Watch the video below for more information. Babies have more bones than adults. Babies have around 300 bones at birth. This extra flexibility means they can pass through the birth canal and enable rapid growth. With age, many of these bones fuse. Most adults have 206 bones in their skeleton. The Eiffel Tower grows in summer. As substances are heated up, particles move more and take up a larger volume. This effect is most dramatic in gases, but it also affects liquids and solids too. It is the reason we see bridges built with expansion points. Some chemicals cannot live with oxygen. Potassium, sodium, and lithium are so reactive that they oxidize when they come into contact with the air. This is because they are built with an outer electron shell, and alkali metals contain only one electron in this shell, which they would pass on to another element at the first opportunity via elemental bonding. Hawaii moves closer to Alaska every year. The Earth's crust is split into segments known as tectonic plates. Hot, less dense rock rises before cooling and sinking. The consequence of this is a minute shifting of where rock and the land above it is placed. The Pacific plate is drifting slowly north towards the North American plate, meaning it is around 7.5 centimeters closer every year. Life cannot exist on Earth in 2.3 billion years due to temperature. The Earth's temperature is rising every year, as discussed in our recent climate change blog post. In this time period, temperatures will be high enough to evaporate the oceans, and Earth will become a vast desert similar to Mars today. It takes 8 minutes for light to travel from the sun to Earth. Light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second. There is around 150 million kilometers between us and the sun, so this equals around 8 minutes and 19 seconds. Infrared cameras don't really work on polar bears. Polar bears are experts at conserving heat. They have multiple levels to keep them cozy on the chilliest Arctic day. The Earth is a magnet. The inner core of Earth is a sphere of solid iron. Variation in temperature and density currents this iron and produces electrical current. Alongside the Earth's spin, this creates a magnetic field which is used by compass needles worldwide. Venus spins clockwise. Most planets spin anti-clockwise if viewed from above, including the Earth. However, there are two exceptions. Uranus spins on its side and Venus's spin is clockwise. This is likely to have been caused by gigantic asteroids in the distant past. A flea can accelerate faster than a space shuttle. A jumping flea reaches heights of about 8 centimeters in a millisecond. Acceleration is the change in speed of an object over time as caused by gravity. Measured in Gs, fleas experience 100 Gs, whereas the space shuttle peaks at around 5 Gs. 9 out of 10 heaviest people ever were American. The heaviest weight of a person ever recorded was John Brower Minnock, born in 1941 and weighing 636 kilograms. In fact, in records dating back 250 years, 9 out of the top 10 heaviest people were from the United States. The exception is Manuel Uribe from Mexico. You can see the list here. Tornadoes also have the USA at number 1. The USA experiences more tornadoes than any other country in the world, to the extent there is one section in the center of the states known as Tornado Valley. £1 million. That is the weight of a cloud. Clouds have always been associated with being light and floaty. How would you react if you were told that the average cumulus cloud weighs as much as 1.1 million pounds? Now, that would be perhaps the weight of a fully loaded jet. As they say, never judge a book by its cover, or in this case, a cloud by its weight. You are traveling at 2.7 million miles per hour through the universe. Well, you may think you're standing still, but the fact is that you are traveling at 2.7 million miles per hour through the universe. If you add up the speed of the rotating Earth, the Earth moving around the Sun moving in the Milky Way, and the Milky Way moving through the universe. Now, that statistic is enough to give you a bit of vertigo. Hippos create their sunscreen. During summer, the first thing you do is to go looking around for sunscreen. If you were a hippo, you could have created your sunscreen. The pigment on their skin helps absorb harmful UV rays. A day on Venus is longer than a year. How often have you wished your day was more extended when living on planet Earth? Turns out that a day on Venus is longer than a year. Here is the math. Venus takes 243 Earth days to rotate once, while it takes 224.7 Earth days to complete an orbit around the Sun. Now, isn't that a fun statistic? It can rain diamonds. Isn't this the rain you'd like to get drowned in? Except that this isn't on planet Earth. Research says that pressure on planets such as Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn can lead to the crystallization of carbon atoms, turning them into diamonds. By the time you see anything, it has already happened. Among the unbelievable science facts is that while we may think we are seeing things live, the truth is that it takes 50 milliseconds for visual information to process in your brain. Effectively, it means that it has already taken place by the time you see anything. Infants have more bones than adults. Now, one would think things grow as an infant grows into an adult. It turns out that this is not the case with bones. An infant is born with as many as 300 bones, while an adult has 206 bones. Human bones are 4 times stronger than concrete. Speaking of human bones, it will help to know that a cubic inch of bone can bear a load of as much as 8,626 kilograms, making it 4 times as strong as concrete. 25 million human cells every second. The human body produces as many as 25 million new cells every second. Now that means that in 15 seconds, the number of cells produced is higher than that of the United States population. Now that is some prolific work, wouldn't you admit? While you may think 32 teeth are an awful lot to care for, did you know snails have as many as 2,000 to 14,000 teeth? This is when most of them are herbivores. A single bolt of lightning has 1 billion joules of energy. That is enough energy to cook 20,000 toasts. How easily we undermine the value of peanuts, yet how would you react if you were told peanuts help manufacture dynamite? Here is how the oil extract from peanuts is processed to make glycerol. Glycerol, in turn, is used to make nitroglycerin, which is an essential component of dynamite. The North Pole has one sunrise each year. Aren't we lucky to witness as many as 365 sunrises in a typical year? If you were at the North Pole, you couldn't say this. This is because you would experience one sunrise a year on the spring equinox, which is March 21st. 3,000 years and going strong. What if all your food products could last 3,000 years and still be going strong? Well, there is one such product. Honey, it sure takes the cake when it comes to its shelf life. Blue-blooded creature, octopus. How often have you wished that you were royalty, in other words, that you had blue blood throbbing in your veins? Well, it turns out that some species of octopus have this privilege. The blue in their blood is due to hemocyanin, which carries oxygen from the lungs to the bloodstream and then to the cells of the octopus's body. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. If you needed ice right away, you might imagine that cold water would work faster than hot water. Turns out it is quite the opposite. Scientists believe that hot water has velocities of water particles with a specific disposition that allows them to freeze early. Humans have genes from other species. How proud we feel of our human genes. Implicit in this pride is the fact that we like to think that human beings are superior to other species. How would you react if you knew that our genome consists of as many as 145 genes that have jumped from bacteria, fungi, other single-celled organisms, and viruses? Triple boil. Did you know that there is a specific temperature and pressure known as triple boil where materials exist as gas, liquid, and solid simultaneously? Triple boil is different for different materials. For water, for instance, triple boil is achieved at 0.1 degrees Celsius and at a pressure of 0.006 atm. 1.3 million Earths can fit inside the Sun. Yes, that is exactly how large the Sun is. All you need to do is to divide the volume of the Sun by the volume of the Earth, and you will have your answer. For more such fun science facts for students, do keep watching this space. At Pragnam, one of the best CBSE schools in Gurgaon, we make sure we make learning fun and turn our students into learners for life. It is of little surprise, then, that the school is preferred by parents when it comes to school admissions. Science is full of wonders that never cease to amaze us. If you enjoyed this journey through some mind-blowing facts, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. There's so much more to explore, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. See you next time!